People of power, welcome to Mount Fitness MBS Ministry, where I am your host, Brother Minister Mongoose. And if you're tuning in for the first time, let me inform you right off the bat that this is a holistic mind, body, and spirit ministry. So it's a different kind of ministry, and I am also a different kind of minister. For more information about what I mean by those two things, please stay tuned until the end of the video. But for now, let me again officially welcome you guys. Let you guys know I I totally value all of the love and all of the support. And without further ado, we'll get off into today's topic, man, where some of you guys are really, you're really, moving in your own. You've gotten to that next level. You're coming into your own. You're thriving, and if this message is resonating with you. And this is not to say that everything is hunky dory, Pollyannic, rainbows and unicorn, kumbaya. There's still trials. There are still struggles, and yet your ability to maintain calm, to maintain discipline, has been put on display. Internal display, which to say within yourself, and external display. The world around you is beginning to recognize that you are, in fact, irresistibly victorious. You can't be resisted. There's nothing anybody can do to stop it. There's nothing anything can do to stop it. Your trials, your tribulations, their shaming, their mockery, your own mistakes, the rumors, the excommunicating, the boycotting of your business, the mean-spirited things that, you have to face day in and day out. People are beginning to realize that, you are literally irresistibly victorious. Period. No matter how hard they try, you can't fight against Mother Nature. That tide comes in. There's no science, there's no hex, there's no soothsayer, there's no spell that could stop or prevent or even delay the tide of the ocean from coming in. It's going to wash upon the seashore. And people are beginning to realize that when it comes to you. They're realizing they made a great mistake, a horrible choice to pit themselves against you. Because the overwhelming majority of them people pitted themselves against you for no reason. Absolutely no reason. They can try and rationalize it and say that, they didn't like the way you walked. They didn't like the way you talked, and that was a reason. But this is them playing, smoke and mirrors within themselves. Most of them just decided that the way in which you remind them of everything that they lack, that was all that it was. And they, based on that, decided to become your enemy. Decided that no matter what, they don't like you. And they thought you was just another guy in the crowd. They thought you were just another girl in the crowd. But they're realizing again that they've made a gravely poor life choice. You continue to show up. You continue to shine. You continue to walk in your God-given authenticity. You continue to let them know that you don't need their approval to be you. You're still letting them know that, hey man, kindness, courtesy, compassion, humbleness, courage, wisdom, love, joy, forgiveness, like these things, not only are these real things, but they truly do reign supreme. And this is what you embody. And so a lot of people are pissed off. A lot of people are pissed off because, pardon me guys, because in their minds, in their hearts, in their hubris, in their fake confidence and behind their false smiles. They was sure that you was just another guy, just another girl, and that they could tear you down, and that they could fold you over and twist you and bend you off to the side and then throw you out in the rain. But now they're realizing you keep showing up. You keep showing up. Maybe a little bit bent, maybe a little bit bruised, maybe a little bit taxed, because the whole workplace, the whole neighborhood, the whole, investment team, they all pitted themselves against you. But even though you may be a little bit bent, you ain't broken. You ain't even close to being broken. And in fact, you just getting started. It's time they're starting to realize that, oh wow, this is what it feels like when a man or woman of God stops playing small. Now, I don't know what was going on with some of them in the past. Maybe they came across some of God's children, and just like a pack of hyenas, their only hope is to try to attack those baby lion cubs before the lion cubs reach maturity. So perhaps in the past, they caught some of God's children who hadn't awakened to their full powers, and they took advantage of them. And that poor guy, that poor girl, they had to, they moved out of the neighborhood. They probably fell into depression. Some of them, overreacted and lost their jobs, because of somebody being rude to them. And so they thought that you were just going to be par for the course. You was just another victim for them to add to the list. So I want you to take time out and in a very humble, in a very modest, and yet in a very unapologetic way, give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. You are irresistibly victorious. There's nothing that could stop it. In fact, all along, at the root of it all, was this fact, this truth that you are irresistibly victorious. And regardless to what shenanigans, what type of games they created in their own mind, for them to justify attacking you, not liking you, the fact of the matter is, they sense automatically that you've always been irresistibly victorious. They was only trying to keep you and me and those like us. They were trying to prevent us from awakening to that. But it's like this caterpillar. If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. It's like this caterpillar. Those of us who carry the light being this caterpillar in this analogy. This caterpillar, while it's crawling around and slumbering around and methodically moving on the ground, this caterpillar has everything within it, so that one day, in due time, in due season, it's going to become a butterfly. It doesn't have to go out. It doesn't have to create nothing. It doesn't have to ingest anything. It just has to live long enough. And it becomes a butterfly. So these people knew that what was inside of you was irresistible all along. Like when that shift kicked in accordance to the divine timing, it's a wrap for them. You become that butterfly. And so that was an undeniable, indisputable, and irresistible truth all along. You reminded them, you continue to remind them of everything that they profess to be and everything that maybe they once was or once hoped to be. Confident, laid back, loving, kind, wise, respectful, confident. everything that they profess to be. See, when the truth shows up, the lie must flee. And these people have built and concocted their whole existence around being these things. Some of them use, superficiality to build up this notion that, oh yeah, Kim, or oh yeah, Keisha, oh yeah, Sherry, okay, oh yeah, Susie, or Ken, or whatever. They've built a facade by being kind, wearing that smile, or shall I say, doing acts of kindness that are just based on this, again, superficiality. It's all designed to manipulate, to deceive somebody into thinking that they were really kind. But as we know, I can help an old lady across the street, and I can give money to the homeless. But if the reason I'm giving it to them is because it's going to pay a handsome return, if you will, in terms of me writing that off for my taxes, and I get all that back, and that helps me in my other business over here. So it's not really a kind deed. It's just something that's surface level. And a person can help an old woman across the street, and it can look good. But if they're helping her across the street so they can be dibbling down in her purse and pickpocketing her, then it's just a facade. And a lot of these people have built their whole lifestyle around this facade, that they're courageous when they're truly not. It's fake courage. That they're kind when they're truly not. It's surface level. When they're respectful, but it's really not respect. It's just political correctness, and so forth and so on. But when you show up carrying that you carry, which we refer to as the light, they knew that that's the real deal. It's undoubtedly the real deal. I can sense it. I can feel it. It's genuine. It's not transitional. It's not, hey, look, I'm going to do this for you, and then I expect for you to do this to me. No, you're kind. You're genuinely kind. You're genuinely courageous. You're genuinely humble. And that fact is irresistible. And they've always known this. And now some of you guys, as I mentioned, you're starting to wake up and to really, really walk in this. To walk in who you really are, your God-given power and authority in all of the different aspects of it, in your finances, your health, your relationships, your conduct, your mannerisms, your behavior. And it's a bold awakening to those that we refer to as, narcissists or lost souls, disciples of darkness, kings and queens of chaos. It's a brutal reality check for them. Because the truth be told, they knew all along that you were irresistibly victorious. You still have a gleam in your eyes. You still have posture. You still have an eagerness to laugh, the eagerness to help someone, the eagerness to grow in, self-development, wisdom, and understanding. And you remind these people that they quit on themselves a long time ago. So for those of you guys who are really, really coming into your own in this regards, make sure that you continue to move forward. Don't ever become the guy or the girl who think that, they've arrived. Yes, you may have arrived. Yes, I may have arrived, but it's at that point in that season. But as long as we're on this earth, there's more to be achieved. There's more growth. There's more development. There's the refinement of love. There's the refinement and the corralling and the proper channeling of strength and courage and wisdom. So we never become the guy or the girl that says, okay, I'm there and I don't need to go any further. So keep going, keep growing, and keep glowing. And also make sure that you remember to give back. There are some of our spiritual brothers and sisters who haven't reached this level yet. Some of them, their journey is just now beginning. Their eyes are just now beginning to open, and their awakening is just now beginning to manifest. They need help. They need guidance. They need inspiration. Lead by example, and when the Holy Spirit moves you, reach out to some of our spiritual brothers and sisters. But just like, the clowns, the buffoons that set out to destroy you and thought you were just another mark on the list, just like they've realized it now, they're sitting back watching. How can this be? This defies logic. There's nothing practical about this. Like, we've thrown everything, the kitchen sink, the bathtub. We've thrown everything at this guy and this girl, and they still keep showing up with all of the divine attributes: humbleness, tolerance, wisdom, courage, forgiveness, love, sternness. So just like they're sitting back in the corner now watching you trying to figure it out, the fact that you are highlighting this irresistible victory of yours / of his, others that were sitting in the corner have been won over. Others who were sitting in the corner, these were the people who didn't really get out there and mock you and shame you and attack you and treat you rude, but they didn't come, or treat you rude, but they didn't come to your rescue either. They was just sitting back in the corner because they know that according to the clowns out there, there's a price to pay if anybody assists you, if anybody associate or align themselves with you, if anybody is seen to be genuinely friendly with you. A lot of people were sitting back in the corner, not willing to come out because they realized the price that society would impose upon them for helping someone such as you or me that society pretty much has ruled as off limits / outcast / excommunicated. But even though those group of people have been in the corner, not attacking you, not assisting you, they see the fact that you have entered into a whole new level, a whole new realm of existence in terms of your ability to stay calm, composed, confident, nurturing, compassionate, tolerant. They see this and they see that it's irresistible, like there's nothing anybody can do about it. And so now they're coming out the woodworks and they're going to be approaching you. They still may not be there to where they can just verbalize it, but whether it's getting close to you, giving eye contact, just sending out those vibes that you could read, says, hey man, can you give me, some advice? Can you give me a hand up? I'm curious to know, how do you do this? Like, what you do is irresistible. Like the wintertime coming or the summertime coming. There's nothing science. There's nothing anybody or anything can do about it. Like the daytime, like the sun about to rise or the sun about to set. There's nothing that anybody can do. There's nothing that can be done about it. It's irresistible. It's going to happen. It's happening. So be on the lookout for the new people that will have new, fresh energy that's interesting. Energy that's interested in you. Energy that's curious about you. Energy that's inspired by you. An energy that wants to learn and grow and perhaps even align with you, because they see now that when a true believer, one who's gone through the fires and have not surrendered their soul, have not surrendered their joy, their love, their compassion, their tolerance, their bravery. When they see that, now they're inspired to say, well, I want some of that. I want some of that. So be on the lookout for these guys and girls. And like I say, if they approach you directly, great. But if you sense that energy where they're just kind of silently, crying out, and it's genuine, it's clean energy, then you have the anointing on you. You take the initiative to say hi, what's up, how you doing, whatever the case may be, to break the ice and let God, do what he is going to do in that situation or that chance meeting or that conversation, whatever the case may be. But you guys are irresistibly victorious. The enemy has always known this. And somewhere deep down inside of your heart, you've always known it too. You've always known it. It's just that the trials, the tribulation, again, sometimes our own setbacks and shortcomings, these things became so overwhelming that we may have lost sight of the fact that we're irresistibly victorious. Because when you look back on your life, this is all you've ever been. Overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges, hardships, headaches, mistakes, blunders, ridicule, hatred, envy. Overcoming these things is something that you've always done. It's not new to you. So I just want to drop that message. I got that in my spirit to drop that message, because I know I'm not the only one out here that's fighting battles for this thing we call the kingdom of light, the kingdom of God. And I know I'm not the only one who's reached this new level to where, the enemy, you can just sense, when you walk into the office, when you walk into the neighborhood, grocery store, wherever you go, and you see, people in these places, or you see the same people in these places or whatever, they usually will stampede towards you. They usually would beeline straight towards you, knowing or seeing you as somebody that they could steal energy from, steal confidence from, someone that they could bring down, intimidate, bully. They used to beeline straight towards you. And now you see them people, they don't want to come nowhere near you. They know you're now walking in that divine truth of being irresistibly victorious. There's nothing they could do. They have to submit. They have to flee. It's like going in a dark room and turning on the light. There's nothing the darkness can do. That light is irresistible. The darkness has to flee. And again, you take a quick second to zoom out or zoom back in. You can see, hey man, yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, Brother Minister Mongoose, yeah, I do experience that. This guy used to mean mug me. This girl used to roll her eyes, whatever. And now, when they see me coming, they just go on about their business, because it's obvious to them. It's plain as day that you are victorious. You're the victor. And it's irresistibly so. Irresistibly so. They could fight, they could run, they could whine, they could moan, they can complain, they can attack, they can pout, they can do all these different things. But they can't stop it. It's irresistible. That's you. So remember if you'd like some information, if you anything this ministry can do to keep you or help you keep pushing on in faith and keep pushing forward in love and integrity and modesty and all these different things that we know make us irresistibly victorious, because most people ain't even real in terms of just being honest, just being truthful, just being authentic. Most people ain't about that. They're about, well, a new phone came out, I got to catch up with that. A new dance move came out, I got to catch up with that. A new dress code came out, I got to catch up with that. So you've set a standard, man. You really have. You've really set a standard. He has used you. He has set a standard. And you have been his battle axe. And now they're either standing in the corner just watching you in awe, or they're just trying to get out the way. They don't want to come try and pick on you anymore, because you've shown that, hey man, this calmness, this spiritual discernment, this love, this joy, it's irresistible. And if you come over here, that's what you're going to get. And haters in darkness, they diametrically opposed to those things. Those things bring about their demise. That's why they tried to bring about yours. But what's in you is irresistibly victorious. So walk in that. Remember to give back to your spiritual family members that may be not quite there yet in terms of, their spiritual maturity, but they're looking to you. They're watching you too. Your moves, your mannerisms, how you handle different situations. If you're going to let somebody bully you, or you're going to stand up and say, hey man, look dude, let's just stop it. Or are you going to be mean? If you're going to fail to compartmentalize different situations, they're watching you and you're inspiring them. You're motivating them. You really are. The atmosphere is shifting. The times have changed. You're now walking in your divine, victorious irresistibility. That's what time it is, man. Reach out to this ministry. If there's some way I can assist you in terms of you keeping on, and keeping on, hoping on as you continue to move forward while giving back. That's what I got for you guys. Hey, listen, again, it's a holistic mind, body, and spirit ministry. This ministry is providing, or does provide, services that are designed to help strengthen to strengthen and nourish the mental, the physical, and the spiritual you. That's what the services that are provided by this ministry are designed to do, to help you achieve holistic health and wellness in the mental you, the physical you, and the spiritual you. If that sounds like something that you're possibly interested in, then I invite you to watch a video that's titled MBS Service Tutorial. That's going to go over the different services that are designed to assist you in all those different areas. Please visit the physical fitness branch of the ministry located at mountfitnessmbs.com. If you'd like to utilize any of the services, I'm going to leave an email link down in the description box. Reach out. I'd love the opportunity to speak with you. If you got value out of today's message, then please give back. You can do so by hitting the share button. That's the most important button when it comes to me personally in this ministry. Hit the share button, guys. Let someone else hear this message. And then if the Holy Spirit also moves you, then be sure to hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell icon to get notifications, and hit the subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. I do believe that's everything, but I want to take another second to ask if you guys will courtesy me and watch a video that's titled My Testimony and Disclosure. That's a personal request for me personally, because every time that someone is made aware of that, that's me testifying and glorifying this thing that we call God. If it wasn't for this thing that we call God, truly I wouldn't be here at all, not even close to being here. So check out that video if you would, please. Again, thanks for all the love and all of the support. If you'd like to make a monetary donation to show your thanks, appreciation, or gratitude toward this ministry, or your generosity, I should say, towards this ministry, I'm going to leave a Cash App link down in the description box. Please remember that no amount is too small and no amount is too large for that matter. So if you leave $1, $100, or more, be sure to give according to your heart. Be sure to give according to your wallet, and be sure to give according to His divine instructions. And whatever good seed that you plant into this ground, you will receive an abundant harvest, shaken down, pressed together, and running over. That's whether it's a financial seed that you plant, a seed of love, a seed of assistance, by hitting the share and leaving comments, utilizing the services, whatever the case may be. Receive your harvest by faith. As I exit, guys, please remember that this is a mind, body, and spirit ministry. And please remember that you have been anointed, so that regardless of what's going on, you are divinely anointed to make sure that your mind, your body, and your spirit remains beautiful, healthy, and vibrant. You've been anointed for such a cause. This ministry has been anointed to assist you in such a cause. So please reach out. And I believe that's everything. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I am Brother Minister Mongoose, and I will holler back. Peace.